You have been travelling for several days now with the troupe, and are on your way to Calais. Though you don't look forward to returning there, you know it is something you will have to face eventually. Reluctantly, you settle back and close your eyes. It is then you hear two low voices arguing in the darkness. Deciding to investigate, you creep towards the sound and spy two figures, both of whom you recognize. One is Maximus, his top hat is silhouetted in the moonlight, and the other one is someone you had hoped not to meet again. So, I finally caught up with you, Rafiq. It's no good trying to squirm your way out of this one. You still owe me 200 krell.
Maximus, the last time we crossed paths, it was only 100 krell that I borrowed from you. What has changed?
Let's just call it interest. As in, I'm interested in getting my money back.
You seem so tense these days. Has the curse of the vampire latched upon you to such an extent that you can no longer accept it?
What matter is it of yours that my blessing gets to me? I am a vampire, proud and true, as any of the troupe will tell you.
Will Arundel stand up for you?
You leave Arundel out of this. She may feel we are beneath her talent, but that doesn't mean we hate her. Granted, she stays away from us, but she is one of the best performers we have ever had in the troupe.
Perhaps she ought to come work for me. I have many associates who would pay dearly to see her perform in private for them.
Now, you get this into your thick-headed skull. Arundel will leave on her own terms and in her own good time. If you ever lay a finger upon her, I will personally see to it that you never walk again. Do I make myself clear?
Absolutely crystal, Maximus.
Good. Now then, about my 400 krell.
You said it was 200 krell at the beginning.
Did I? Inflation skyrockets quickly in the desert realm.
What if I told you I can get you something more precious than coin?
And that is?
Why, the crown of the Tyrant King, of course.
Do you take me for a fool, Rafiq? I know that our new friend, the diplomat, stole it from the governor and then lost it themselves.
They are searching for it, I know. When they find it, I will take it from them and hand it over to you.
What makes you think I simply won't take it for myself when they find it? No doubt they will be with us when they do.
It is a risk I am willing to take, but at some point they are bound to part company with you.
You know that Marguerite and Isabeau both want the crown. Who's to say the diplomat won't hand it over to them, or even the peacekeepers?
They would never. I have promised the crown to you, and you alone.
No, you haven't. I can tell by your anxious shuffling you've promised it to Lord Volkov. Do you know what would happen to you if he found out you had offered the crown to another vampire?
He would never need to know. You could take the crown for yourself. Just think of the power you could wield.
So, you are telling me to betray Dmitri Volkov for the crown?
You know his first name. No one has ever known his first name. How is that possible?
Tell me, have you ever met Lord Volkov?
Only once.
Look at my face, Rafiq. Tell me what you see.
No, that's not possible. You can't be.
Do you think I would be stupid enough to betray my own father? He's far too powerful. He'd hunt me down until he could snatch the crown from my finally deceased corpse.
So, you are not interested in the crown?
Why would I be? It's dangerous in more ways than one for me. You can keep the crown until it reaches Lord Volkov. As for the diplomat, I couldn't care less what happens to them.
You don't care for the traveller?
Of course not. I have a feeling when we reach Kali, they will probably disappear for good. The sooner the better, if you ask me.
I was under the impression that they were working quite well with Callisto.
That is true, but I can tell she grows tired of the constant failures of the traveller during rehearsals. She's even hinted that she may dismiss them before we even reach the town.
Then perhaps I may be able to help you there.
I don't care what you do. Just make sure they don't return to the troupe. Warn them off, or whatever you do best.
Oh, I will do so much more as to warn them off. They will be forced to leave the troupe for good.
Good. Oh, and Rafiq, I will give you a free pass this time. But remember, when we meet again, it's 600 krell you owe me. The clock is ticking.
I understand, Maximus. I will have your money ready for that time. And a stake.
You return to your bunk, with the words of both Rafiq and Maximus ringing in your ears. As you start to drift off, you realize a sweet voice is whispering into your ear. You seem to recognize it, but as you concentrate upon it, you drift into a dreamless sleep, and somehow begin to forget that the conversation ever even happened.